all the wonderful people of the VC, the independents, the CD community, the 7-inch community, the 8-track community, whatever community. What's up? I have a pickup video, and it's still not more of the big stack of CDs that if I don't get out of the living room soon, my wife's going to kill me. Remember the whole slowing down? Who are we kidding? We'll go into debt. Sure, buy records. Who needs rent? Anyway, so yes, this is vinyl. Was out and about with the family. Found ourselves surprisingly close to one of my favorite record stores in the area. And I just had to stop in. Actually, it was a good day to stop in. The day prior, he had a one-day flash sale, and I couldn't make it. So I went in, and lo and behold, it was Vinyl Day, or whatever the hell that was. It was on Twitter. I was like, I don't know what the hell this is. He's like, I didn't either until someone said, hey, it's Vinyl Day, and I Googled the first store that I could find, and you were it. And so he posted on Facebook, it's Vinyl Day, who knew? Come in and make a purchase and you get a free $5 record. He also runs his deals on his $5 records on a regular basis where it's $5 each, or you can get 6 for 20. So it's like buy 4 get 2 free. Now I'm getting buy 4 get 3 free. Yeah, and I'm in the neighborhood. So yeah. So I got some vinyl. But I also got some 7-inches, 45s if you will, whatever you prefer. What do you prefer? 45s, 7 inches, 8.2, square root of pi, or whatever. Some of these are not in the traditional company sleeves, and that's another project for another day. I will try to tackle that at some point, but so I'm going to show you the 7 inches first. The 7 inches were really priced, and I didn't have a lot of time to go through them all, but the standard sleeves were 50 cents, picture sleeves were $1, unless it was marked by him. And I at least had to go through and grab a couple as I was rounding out. So Emerson, Lake and Palmer's Lucky Man. Fantastic track. Knife's Edge, I believe that is. Yeah, Knife's Edge is the B side. The B side's got is a little noisy. It's got a mark, but I'm okay with that. I actually bought it for Lucky Man. Didn't really need it, but it was again 50 cents. This one I was so excited to see. This is The Crazy World of Arthur Brown, and I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you fire. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, come on, it's a classic. Who doesn't love that song? Oh, I'm sorry. The B side is Rest Cure. I wasn't really familiar with that one, but Fire All Day Long. This one I actually bought for my youngest, and I bought him an album with this song on it, and it's the extended version, and he kind of wasn't that happy about it. He wanted the standard, just, I want the regular version. So it's Ghostbusters from Ray Parker Jr. with the instrumental on the B-side. My 5-year-old is a huge, huge, huge Ghostbusters fan, which means I am doing something right and I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, he loves Ghostbusters, so yeah, I saw that for 50 cents. I have to grab it. Tears for Fears. Everybody Wants to Rule the World. It's actually back with Pharaohs, and I don't think that's an album track. I actually don't have any of their big albums on vinyl. I have to look. I'm pretty sure we have something on CD, whether it's a comp or what. But yeah, I'm dying to get there. At least, especially the first 3 songs from The Big Chair, and I can't remember the one "Sowing Seed to Love" and stuff like that. And then The Wanting. They're high on my wish list. I should do a wish list video. Hold myself accountable and getting some of these. But yeah, I was very excited to grab that one. So now to the picture sleeves, Some Like It Hot from the mighty Power Station. Great band. The fact that I would have loved to see them do more. I mean, the one album was fantastic, but man, if they could have cranked out a couple. The B side is actually a song called The Heat Is On, and it's like an extended mix instrumental of Some Like It Hot. So that was cool. And this, I don't know where these 45s, I don't know if there were multiple sellers or people trading them in or what have you, because as you can see, and then some of these are actually in plastic sleeves. So that's what at first drove my attention. This one is Bad Brains, God of Love. That's more of a punk hardcore song. The B-side, Long Time, is more of the reggae style, which Bad Brains was known for. And this one's actually on red colored vinyl, and as you can see, it has the European style small hole with a pinhole. And this is actually a promo, so I was very happy to get it. Granted, it's not as good as their 80s output. Actually produced by Ric Ocasek from The Cure. From The Cure? Yeah, I know my bands. Shush. Let's hear from you. Ric Ocasek from The Cars, which I thought was interesting. But I mean, it's mid-90s release. I mean, but Bad Brains is Bad Brains. I see it, especially for a decent price. I'm going to grab it. This was another interesting one in the 7 inches that I picked up. It's Motley Crue's Looks That Kill. This is actually a German. Yeah, this is a German print. See, it's got a little difference there. B-side is Piece of Your Action, which I thought was weird that they didn't do another song off of Shout Out the Devil, but at that point I think their debut had kind of been a little overlooked, so they kind of exploded. So why not grab something from their first album? So those were the 7 inches that I picked up. The 12 inches, I'll try to go through these somewhat quickly. Straight Up from Badfinger. Now the cover, as you can see, not in the greatest of shape. The vinyl's okay. It's got some marks on it. But I actually needed an upgrade. Because at the same store months ago, I got this. And I cleaned it and I sleeved it. Man, that cover is looking great. And I bought it on the strength of the cover because the vinyl, even checking it out there, they had this in their dollar bin. It didn't. I knew I was taking a chance. I knew I was taking a chance. And when I cleaned it and I put it on the turntable, yeah, I was right. It didn't play well. This one, however, plays well. The couple marks I can't really hear. It seems to be. I haven't given it a full spin, but I checked some of the marks. So for a total of $6, decent cover, decent copy. That'll do me unless I really find a really mint copy. And so that's probably my tip on this video. Check out your vinyl. Check out your budget bins, because you just never know. Hey, for $1, it may be worth it for the cover, even if the vinyl's not in the best shape, because you may be able to Frankenstein one down the road. So for those of you looking to kind of build it on a cheap budget, not a bad idea. Blues Brothers. So many great songs, great albums from these guys, and it's sad that we're losing so many of these, because it was just a great band. Now, granted, I know a lot of these were. I'm pretty sure they were part of the band on Saturday Night Live at that point. But man, they're just great stuff. This is Made in America. Who's Making Love? Green Onions. Just great stuff. So we're really happy to pick that one up. Sorry, I don't have these in any particular order, and I'm going to move them around. Adding to the Genesis collection with Duke. This was probably where I first started to hear Genesis as a kid. The single Misunderstanding really stood out for me. And then, by the time you get to side two, you get Turn It On Again, which is just a live staple. Fantastic song. So I was glad to finally get this one on vinyl. I've heard the album numerous times, and this one looks like it's a press from '80. So I was happy to grab that. Very clean. Another one I picked up, and this one's actually a gold stamp promo, is the Calls debut. Gold stampy promo. I had their second album, so it was nice to get the first one as well. And the last four, all fairly special in their own right. I know Hannah, the Omaha introvert, just picked up some Country Joe and the Fish, and as I'm flipping through the $5 bin, what do I see but Together from Country Joe and the Fish. Vinyl on this is super clean, and I was really happy to grab this one as part of the sale. So finally got some Country Joe in the collection. I was glad to do that. Hendrix's Rainbow Bridge. This is the soundtrack to the film. Never seen the film. It is what it is. And what's cool about this one is that this one is actually, you can see it there. It's a UK press, and it is a first press from the UK. It sounds decent. There's a couple marks on it. So, but again, whenever I see different pressings or pressings I'm probably not going to see from Hendrix, I'm going to grab them. So this will stay in the collection. I would like to find a cleaner copy, but again, if I have a U.S. pressing, I probably want a U.K. pressing. Hendrix is a sickness. So this one was also a non-U.S. pressing, and I was happy to see this in the $5 bin. The cover is got some issues. This is the don't want to get a strike. So cover it up there, as you can see all the cover issues there. Obviously, this is the Scorpions Love Drive, Loving You Sunday Morning, another piece of meat. Just fantastic stuff all around. And this one, when I saw the cover, I was like, oh, please be on Fame, please be on Fame. It's not, but it is on Harvest, which here in the States is not something we're used to seeing. Scorpions on Harvest. So this is, I believe it's a first pressing. It just said Europe when I researched it. But like I said, the cover, would like to have a nicer cover, but to be perfectly honest with you, the vinyl's pretty clean. So I'll take it, and glad to add more Scorpions to the collection. And then the last one, and I can't believe I'm going to say this. My first Miles Davis on vinyl. How sad is that? I mean, wrap your head around that. My first Miles Davis on vinyl. I will be honest with you here. When I see Miles and I see Coltrane, they're either or beat. And I tend to be a little choosy with jazz, especially if I know that if it's a home run, it's going to be a keeper, because you don't want all those clicks and pops to kind of interfere with the performance, especially if it's more subtle passages and things like that. So not only was it $5, it's also a beautiful Columbia 6i. I love that label. There are some marks on it, but these old vinyl, the thicker, more pure. It's not a lot of recycled. It's not thin. It doesn't look like it's going to affect anything. I haven't had a chance to spin it yet, but I've felt every mark, and I can't feel them. So I was glad and happy to take the chance on it. I have a feeling it's going to play fine. So. Finally popping my Miles cherry, so I'm happy about that. I bought vinyl. So thanks everybody for all those people who are commenting and liking and subscribing and whatever the case may be. I've said it before that I'm apparently I'm going to hack up a lung here for no good reason. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The camaraderie, the friendship, the positivity is why I decided to do this so many months ago. And I'm honestly touched and honored every time somebody leaves me a comment. It truly does make me feel good. So, from the bottom of my heart, and I know I've said this before, but thank you to each and every one of you. You really do make this hobby a lot more special, a lot more fun, just by stopping by. So, hope everybody's going to have a great week. It is Monday evening where I'm at. Wherever you are in this wonderful world, hop into the DeLorean and have a great time. Peace.